Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Chicago Sky. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. Well, the most important part of the Commissioner's Cup, the fact that every team selects a charity that they're playing for.
Each great organization gets a donation. The winning team's charity gets an extra bonus. But really, most importantly, all the charities get some much-deserved recognition, publicity, and some love.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Sky off the tip. Pass to Reese. Cardoso. Kick by Reese. Here's Ramsey. Ogwumike. Bonner defending. 7-foot shot. It's rebounded by DeWanna Bonner.
They depend on her to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid defense draped on her.
From outside the arc, the shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
You can't give Bonner any time and a clean look. She will make you pay.
One of the most exciting players in the WNBA, Angel Reese.
Chicago very happy to have her finish runner-up in Rookie of the Year voting. Reese brings some serious attitude to the organization. The Sky led the W in rebounding last year, largely because of course, Angel Reese.
Now here's Bonner. And she comes up with the deuce.
Look at Carrington using her agility inside and using it to get to a point-blank shot.
Outside Atkins. Connects from three-point range.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Caitlin Clark outside. And another three for Indiana.
How about Clark responding to a triple with one of her own?
Here's Ramsey. She's covered by Clark. Pass to Cardoso. Ogwumike. Shoots over Bonner. And that one's good. Ogwumike.
It's so hard to contain her. I mean, she just gets it done however she has to do it.
And they're the Fever with another bucket.
Looking good so far. Made all four of their shots to get it going.
Now it's Reese. Kick by Reese. Here's Ramsey. Pass to Ogwumike. Shoots over Bonner. And it's Ogwumike missing.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Now here's Carrington. Clark outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Carrington. There's the triple. It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Here's Cardoso. Here's Ramsey. Pulls up. They get it back. Back to Cardoso. Outside Atkins. To the paint. And finally they hit one.
And this is Cardoso firmly in the zone, attacking right in the painted area.
And few WNBA players have garnered more attention than Angel Reese.
Well, she's just so charismatic, and Reese says what she thinks. Fans love that. And on the floor, she's a double-double machine.
Now here's Carrington. Defended by Atkins. DeWanna Bonner for three. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. They're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Here's Cardoso. That's her second shot and her second basket. My math says that's 2 for 2.
Well, you're going to have to do better than that to stop Cardoso.
Outside Williams. Clark. Nailed from three-point land.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Here's Ramsey. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Shoots it. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Carrington outside. Clark outside. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Indiana.
From three-point range, she has hit the ground running. What a first quarter for her from deep.
And that does it for the first quarter. Fever ahead. They're up by 7. And we've got more in store for you right after this. Now, Carrington outside. Off the mark there with the three.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
When the Fever won the 2024 draft lottery, I think everyone in the world knew who they were going to take, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's already had a massive impact on the Fever and the league. On the floor, Clark's passing and limitless range are just tremendous weapons offensively. And then off the floor, I mean, I think the Fever might be the hottest ticket around the W. All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Pass to Banham. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Fever. Outside Williams. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, if she's not a player you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Cardoso, defended by Ball Queen. Stolen by Clark. Joanna Bonner drives in. Yes, what an assist from Caitlin Clark.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Here's Banham. Ogumake outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. Here's Cardoso. Cans the shot with nobody near her.
Good luck keeping Cardoso off the boards. She's a rebounding menace.
Outside Williams. Pass to Carrington. Clark outside. Williams. Back to Clark for 3. Here's the 3. That's miss number 3 for her. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. To the middle. Williams with the steal. Bonner left side. To the inside. Ball Queen lays it up and banks it in.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Pass to Cardoso. Here's Banham. Off target from outside. Now here's Ball Queen. She's guarded closely. Caitlin Clark with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, This is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Fever ahead, just dominating this one. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. And how about this? We're seeing a tremendous game from Caitlin Clark.
She is such a dynamic scorer. That much we know. And her talent really was on full display in the first half.
Yeah, look, there's no way around it. She's a hard player to keep down, and so far, they haven't found the answer for her, and there might not be one.
Tonight's game is part of the Commissioner's Cup. So, guys, what's the biggest motivation for these players in the Cup?
What about the final game, grand prize money? Every player in the championship game, whether you win or you lose, gets a bonus. But the winning players are going to get a little bit more, so I would say that's great incentive for them.
Outside Atkins. Pass to Ogumake. Reese, defended by Ball Queen. Gets it to go from downtown.
A dynamic and efficient distance shooter, Atkins has established her perimeter presence.
Ball Queen up top. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Here's Ramsey. Back to Ogumake. Cardoso. Here's Ramsey. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And it's Ogumake missing. And it's the Fever ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And the number one pick all the way back in 2012, Nneka Ogumake is still playing at a top level.
Oh, we're talking about someone who won an MVP back in 2016. We look at Nneka's recent numbers. They're pretty similar to that MVP year. Adding that three-point shot has really extended her career.
Here's Ramsey. Cardoso. She's covered by Clark. And a basket by Cardoso.
She's really maybe the only thing that stood out for them today, and she's kept her edge even as they're trailing.
Pass to Ball Queen. Down low. The kick out to Bonner. Clark drills it from outside.
They get one to drop. 1 of 4 here in the third.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Timeout called the Sky. One place this Chicago team needs to improve is their three-point shooting.
Well, the Sky were last in the WNBA in threes made per game at just about 5. They also took the least amount of triples, so I would say that's a point of emphasis with this team.
And the Sky making a change here. Pass to Banham. Now Cardoso. Atkins up top. Ogumake. No good on the triple.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot. And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead.
Pass to Ogumake. Cardoso. She's guarded by Williams. Offensive rebound. Takes the three. And another shot. And Reese laying it up and in.
And there you see the second effort. Angel Reese lives for the second chances. She's the best offensive rebounder in the WNBA.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Pass to Ball Queen. DeWanna Bonner on the wing. Now here's Williams. Reese defending. for three. It's Cardoso with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points.
Such a special offensive talent. Ogumake is a forward who can face up and knock down a shot.
And it's the Fever ball. 17-point game. High post, Elizabeth Williams. Elbow shot on the way. Indiana again missing. Shot from the wing. And there the Sky with another bucket.
How many of those have we seen Ogumake sink in her career? She's one of the greatest scorers we've ever had in this league.
Pass to Ball Queen. DeWanna Bonner on the wing. Carrington. Indiana again missing.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much.
Inside, and stolen by DeWanna Bonner. From 18 feet away, used every last tick on the clock and dropped it in for the buzzer beater.
Digging deep to hit that shot. That's showing some guts.
No hesitation, no fear, just tremendous execution.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And we're getting a... Teams deciding to change it up. Here's Ramsey. Outside Atkins. The tray. Good on the three-point shot.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the three ball.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Finkem Mengiadu. Here's Ball Queen. Some solid defense there from Camila Cardoso.
Strong rebounding, and she gets the easy putback as a result.
Here's Ramsey. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. Lays out. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. Indiana with the ball. Well, in terms of roster building for a front office, what would be your guys' approach? What's the key?
To me, easier said than done, but it's all about drafting well. Getting good players in rookie-scale contracts, it's basically a cheat code.
And I'll add, you also can extend those players, even give them the core designation if you have to, which provides them with a 1-year fully guaranteed Supermax contract. So all in all, guys, one great pick can surely change a franchise.
Febish, defended by Atkins. Pass to Finkem Mengiadu. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. The rebound by the Sky. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ogumake left side, and she converts the layup.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Ball Queen, covered by Cardoso. Out to the wing. Pass to Clarendon. Ball Queen. Launches it. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound. Here's Ramsey. Now Cardoso. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. Outside Clarendon. Febish. Pass to Finkem Mengiadu. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Reese.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something she should try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
Outside Clarendon. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. And this crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Boy, I mean, for us too, it was shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the type of win they had tonight.
And that'll wrap it up. It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. And on tap tonight, it's the Washington Mystics going up against the Indiana Fever. With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. In 2021, the WNBA introduced the Commissioner's Cup into the season, and as a result, a second trophy.
You know, for you soccer fans out there, it's very similar to what we see in soccer. You have the regular league competition, in our case, the WNBA regular season and finals, but also a cup final. So there are two championships to win in one season.
And let's check out the Indiana Fever and what they've got coming up. On Friday, they'll start out on the road to play the Sky in Chicago. And then on Wednesday, New York Liberty coming into town, and that's going to start a homestand for them.
And looking at that dream matchup, it's one that I'm excited for. A couple of teams that play exciting basketball, meeting up early in the year.
Here we go.
So the Fever win the tip. Pass to Carrington. Bonner gets it to go from downtown.
From beyond the arc, DeWanna Bonner can be very consistent. She makes those long-range shots look easier than they appear.
Iriefin, defended by Ball Queen. Over Ball Queen. Here's Austin. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot, and we'll go to the line.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the layup, give them a little knock, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming down the lane the next time around.
It does send a message.
First-round pick back in 2022. What do you like about Shakira Austin's game, Brian?
Well, I love how she uses her length to her advantage. She's 6'5" and doesn't jack up a bunch of threes. Her goal is to own the paint and be physical down low.
About a minute into this first quarter. 5 on the clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Clark. Ball Queen, covered by Iriefin. Pass to Bonner. There's the triple. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Well, Bonner is a talented shooter, so seeing her drain the answer is not a huge shock to me.
Here's Iriefin. Outside Citron.
To the inside. Here's Austin. It's hauled in by Williams.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
And the basket by Ball Queen.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's just a nice start.
Pass to Austin. Shoots over Williams. And it's Austin missing.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Their first miss of the game, a strong start.
She's covered by Clark. And here's Iriafen. Iriafen a screen. Citron for three. Connects from three-point range.
A floor spacer, Citron, adept at hitting threes.
And a return to the playoffs for the Fever in 2024. It was a huge step forward for the team.
For sure, snapping a 7-year hiatus. And what's incredible is before that, the Fever went to 12 straight postseasons from 2005 to 2016. So this is an organization that is used to winning.
Pass to Iriafen.
Over Ball Queen.
Shot by Iriafen, no good.
She did the right thing to try the fadeaway with the D all over her, but a hard one to sink.
Clark, right side. Now Ball Queen. It's good.
We know Clark can pass, right? She set the WNBA record for most assists in a season. As a rookie,
Pass to Citron.
There's a screen. That one's off. She's now 1 for 2. The Fever leading. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Defended by Citron.
and it's Bonner missing.
Now here's Austin. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Iriafen. Count it from 12 feet.
Well, I know Iriafen would rather get deeper inside, but it's nice to see this versatility from her in the mid-range.
Clark outside. Beyond the arc. It doesn't go for her. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Fever ahead. They're up by 7. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And we're a little over a minute and a half into this second quarter of action. Outside Cunningham. Here's the pick. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Fever. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Well, one thing that Sophie Cunningham brings to this team in bundles, energy.
Constantly moving on both ends. Cunningham has great length at 6'1". Is out there to add a spark to her teams and mix it up a little bit.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. Again, the miss by the Fever. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The Mystics again can't hit. Takes a step back. Out to the wing. From the arc. She's just scored her first basket with that shot, making her 1 for 4.
That's a great play right there. Getting Clark in rhythm for a catch and shoot.
Pass to Charles.
Cunningham.
She's covered by Clark. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Charles. And Clark pulls it down.
And here's Indiana.
6-point lead. Now here's Ball Queen. Clark outside. Bonner. And a miss there on the triple.
It can be so deflating to miss a wide open look like that.
Outside Citron.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Their offense is looking better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've steadied themselves a bit, trying to close the gap.
Bonner outside. Clark, the three ball. The rebound by Charles.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
Pass to Citron.
Charles the screen. Here's Cunningham. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Not only is the game neck and neck, but the rebounding battle is too. Very tight game on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have put in a terrific effort down low.
Now here's Clark. Three-pointer. Indiana again missing.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
Outside Cunningham.
The three is up. Doesn't go for her. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Fever on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. It's been quite the game for Bonner.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here.
Now here's Citron.
Defense right on her. To the wing, right side. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
During the 2025 draft, the Mystics took 3 players in the top 6.
Oh, what a base going forward. Nia Citron went to third, a very skilled wing, the 4th overall pick they had as well. Kiki Iriafen, a dynamic, explosive big. And they also got a point guard, Georgia Amore, with the 6th overall pick.
And the first one at the line is good. Today's game counts double. It's not just a regular season game.
This one is part of the Commissioner's Cup as well, so a victory would be twice as nice.
Now here's Clark. Now ball queen. Here's Carrington. The three-pointer off the mark. She's covered by Clark. And there's the pick. Pass to Austin. Fades away. Yes, it's good.
Opportunistic shot by Austin. Finds the mid-range look and doesn't waste it.
Indiana trailing. Clark outside. Luana Bonner for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. Now Austin. Over a minute and a half into this third quarter action. Shoots over Williams. And it's Austin missing. Now here's Bonner. She's got 9. Carrington outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I like when Carrington is decisive like this, not overthinking it and shooting in rhythm.
Austin with it. Pass to Iriafen.
Faked in off the glass.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
And here's Indiana.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
And Carrington has proven that she can drain it from deep. She just has to keep on doing this.
The Mystics trailing.
Outside Citron.
Scott. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Bonner inside.
Defended by Citron.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Clark. That's foul number 2 for her.
And the Mystics call time here.
Shot clock at 6.
Pass to Cunningham.
And out of bounds, the Fever will take it. Both teams deciding to change it up. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Ball Queen. And she banks in the layup. The Mystics on offense. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Charles. Screen by Charles. Drills it from outside.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Indiana with the ball. And here's Ball Queen. Guarded by Charles.
Pass to Carrington.
Shot clock at 5. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Looking at Carrington, she has improved so much since joining the WNBA, winning Most Improved Player in her 4th season, mostly due to her tenacious defense.
Both teams making some changes here.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Charles.
Up top Citron. Cunningham.
This one for 3. And Charles is going to pick up the foul. That is her first foul of the game. We've played just over a minute here in the fourth quarter.
Pass to Phoebish.
And here's Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Mystics with the lead.
Outside Citron.
Pass to Charles. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams. Indiana with the ball. Now Ball Queen. Back to Clark. Hits it from 3-point range.
And this is her shot. Clark is an absolute menace from beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. And the Mystics making a change here. here's Iriafen. Defended by Ballclean. To take the lead. And that's 2 points on the way up.
These teams really feeding off each other now in terms of energy.
It must have been some kind of speech at halftime as both sides have picked things up. What do you think the coaches were saying, Tim?
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands.
Clark outside. Bonner. Williams, guarded by Austin. Bonner outside. Off target from three-point range. The Mystics on offense. They lead by 1. Pass to Austin. Out to Iriafen. Just 5 on the clock for 3. Elizabeth Williams with the rebound.
That's some defense for you. Look, for someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as she is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding the 3 ball.
Yeah, I think they picked the right player to put on her.
Luana Bonner for 3. And it's Austin with the rebound.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
Out to the wing. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams. Now here's Carrington. She's guarded closely. Luana Bonner for 3. Knocks down the 3.
On offense, Bonner is just relentless. Refuses to back off and drains a much-needed bucket.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. Pass to Iriafen. Austin to the paint. And here's Carrington. Clark. And the Fever hit again from deep.
No stranger to clutch baskets. Caitlin Clark knows how to get it done.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Down low. It's stolen by Elizabeth Williams. And that's an intentional foul. And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
Citron left side.
The Mystics again can't hit. And so the Fever take the win. This was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.
Yeah, they faced some challenges, but held firm when they needed to. Defensively, offensively, effectively locking down the W.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
Hey, Ben.
Hey. So, getting a double-double for the first time has become a rite of passage in the WNBA. How does it feel to be a part of the club?
When you accomplish anything for the first time, it's always going to feel exciting. And, you know, this is just the first of many to come. Double-doubles or otherwise.
All right. If you could look into a crystal ball and see how many double-doubles you'll have in your career by the time you retire, what number would that be?
Tina Charles has that record, right? Around 200?
Yeah.
I'm going for that.
Okay, all right. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over here.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the Chicago Sky. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
Well, tonight you need to make the most of your chances. Both of these teams are terrific on the glass.
Yeah, I'm curious if either side can get the edge in that department. They both have been so consistent when it comes to rebounding.
And that's going to be an interesting line to follow tonight, guys. You have to think that whoever gets the edge on the boards is going to be in control of the game.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Sky off the tip. Here's Ramsey. Pass to Cardoso. Atkins. Off the mark there with the three.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Carrington. Releases. And the basket by Ball Queen.
And that kind of passing is what we're hoping Carrington can incorporate more of into her game. I think that's going to take her to the next level.
Here's Ramsey. Pass to Atkins. Now here's Cardoso. She's guarded by Williams. 6 to shoot. Back to Atkins. And there's the 3-second violation. And here's Indiana. And for this Chicago team, they've built the roster inside out.
Well, that 2024 draft nets them Angel Reese and the 6'7" Camila Cardoso. With their version of the Twin Towers, they've got a great foundation for years to come.
The basis of Caitlin Clark's game, it's the three ball, the ability to stretch out that floor.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Ogumake. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
That's just run-of-the-mill for her. She's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Now ball queen. And here's Clark from past the arc, and another three for Indiana.
Never a bad idea to set up Caitlin Clark, and she's seemingly always ready to fire.
Pass to Ogumake. Cardoso. She's guarded by Williams. Here's Ramsey. Picked by Ogumake. 6 on the shot clock. Uncovered. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Ogumake staying shot ready. Nice play off the catch and shoot.
Here's ball queen. Reese defending. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Drops in the tray.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Atkins. That doesn't fall either. She's missed her first 2 shots of the night. Pass to Clark. Carrington. And another 3 for Indiana.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting.
Just an aerial display from beyond the arc.
Here's Ramsey. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And that one's good. Atkins.
Well, she can give it as good as she gets.
We're seeing some gamesmanship right now. Answers right back with a 3 of her own.
While her teammate Angel Reese got all the headlines, did you guys watch Camila Cardoso? She had a stellar rookie year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I watched her. She was awesome. You know, remember, she didn't make her debut until June due to injury, but she ends up averaging 10 and 8 as a rookie. Rim protection as well. What a future she has.
Here's Ogumake. That's in there. Angel Reese with the assist.
The inside game of Ogumake is so fun to watch. She's crafty down there.
Williams, covered by Cardoso. Clark outside. The 3. The rebound by the Sky.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Outside Atkins. The 3-pointer, no good.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Clark outside. Two points. That one goes in.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Fever ahead, leading by 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Well, teams deciding to change it up. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And this is Cardoso firmly in the zone, attacking right in the painted area.
On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Again, the miss by the Fever. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Cardoso. Pass to Ogumake. And the shot goes down.
And for her position, Angel Reese is a very solid playmaker.
Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Here's Clark. The 3-ball. Score the bucket. She's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Here's Ogwumike. Ball queen with the rebound. Clark left side. To the right side. Luana Bonner for 3. Can't get it to fall, and she's missed her second after making her first. Picked by Ogwumike. And fouled hard that time, and she'll get 2 shots at the line.
You know, it was a bit odd last year to see Nneka Ogwumike in a Storm uniform.
Yeah, she'd been with the Sparks for 12 seasons, winning an MVP and a title with LA in 2016. Forever, no matter who she plays for the rest of her career, she'll be a fan favorite in SoCal.
Few players have won a WNBA regular season MVP and a championship in the same season. Ogwumike is special.
Here's Ramsey.
Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Vanham, and she's good on the 3-ball. Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Well, injuries, they're just such a tough part of the game.
And impossible to tell just how bad it is, but she's definitely coming out, and that may be all for her today.
Now here's Bonner. 3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Ball Queen. Makes it off the glass.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control of the boards has given them control of this game.
Pass to Ogwumike. And the shot is good.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
And that does it for the first half of play. The Fever on top. They lead by 13. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started.
Man, it has been an incredible game here from Caitlin Clark.
She has that slasher mentality, and we really saw evidence of it in the first half. She got to the rim again and again and kept on scoring.
Look, we know that she's got that great first step, but she must have woken up on the right side of the bed today because she looks fast out there.
Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. Williams. Clock at 6. Unloads. Rebound Chicago.
Here's Ramsey.
Wide open, and another basket for Chicago.
Well, look, one of the reasons they're trailing is because we haven't seen enough of that. She has to become a bigger part of her offense.
Pass to Ball Queen. Now here's Bonner. And here's Ball Queen, covered by Cardoso. Fires from 18. The shot will not fall.
Here's Ramsey.
Pass to Ogwumike.
Cardoso.
Defended by Ball Queen. Ogumake inside. He's against Bonner. Ogumake can't hit. Here's the Fever with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Back to Bonner. From downtown. Again, the miss by the Fever. They could get back to within single digits of the lead.
Well, it was quite the arrival to the WNBA for Angel Reese, already a top rebounder.
So rare to have a rookie lead the league in a major category like rebounding, but Reese did. Her offensive rebounding is especially key. Angel creates so many second chance opportunities.
Pass to Clark. And here's Bonner. Clark outside. Back to Bonner. Over Ogumake. Again, the miss by the Fever.
0 for 4 to start the second half. They're getting restless out there.
Reese. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, that's exactly where Angel Reese wants to be offensively. Attacking the hoop at close range.
Right side, Williams. Clark outside. Williams sets the screen. Clark can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Back to Atkins. Take by Reese. There's the three. And it's Ariel Atkins with the tray.
A dynamic and efficient distance shooter, Atkins has established her perimeter presence.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Bonner outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
The defense has to at least honor Bonner's outside shot. She's happy to remind them of this fact, too.
Pass to Ogumake. Here's Endorfall. The Fever leading. And here's Phoebish. Pass to Ball Queen. Ball's knocked loose. Now Phoebish. Ball Queen up top. Shot clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just the way they wanted, within touching distance of the rim.
Chicago with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Pass to Banham. Let's go with a 3. Ooh, no luck on that one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that one.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Right side, Clarendon. Beyond the arc. And no good. Here's Allen. That one misses. Would have counted had it gone. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Fever ahead, up 11. And we're coming back right after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And we're getting under. Ball Queen with the ball. And here's Phoebish. Here's Clark. Phoebish for 3. The shot, no good.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Here's Banham. Goes up on the wing. And the bank shot is good.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it did not work. Not if it results in that shot.
Pass to Phoebish. Back to Clark. Takes the three. Chicago with the rebound. And we made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. It's tipped. Now Phoebish. To the left side wing. Clock at 6. Down low. Great pass to set up the land.
And that's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed play on the low block. I love that.
Me too. It's old-fashioned. Reminds me of when we played. I mean, old-fashioned, pound-the-rock basketball, and it's working well.
Timeout called the Sky. Here's Reese. Pass to Atkins. Now Ogwumike. Shoots over Bonner. Chicago again missing.
And that's been the story of the game. The rebounding has been very one-sided.
And they've been on the winning end. I'm a huge effort guy, and because effort is one thing you can always control. Credit this lead to force of will.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up. I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
Pass to Ogwumike. Shoots over Bonner. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Well, I mean, when you look around the league, one of the most respected players has to be Nneka Ogwumike.
And a lot of that comes from her job as union president. Ogwumike has done an incredible job with players' rights. She's so beloved around the league.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
Well, on the floor, Nneka Ogwumike can be so imposing. You know, she's got a clear height advantage over many players, and she knows how to fight for her shots.
Pass to Clark. Shoots the 3. 8 for 15 with that basket, but she's not satisfied yet.
It's a one-man show out there, guys. Looks like she's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
And she makes that one.
With a strong offensive identity and the perfect will to win, Ogwumike is simply the total package.
Now here's Ball Queen. Pass to Bonner. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
She might not have the long-range ability of some other players in this league, but she'll knock down open ones like that.
Now here's Ogwumike. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
Such a special offensive talent. Ogwumike is a forward who can face up and knock down a shot.
To the wing, right side. Ball Queen up top. Back to Clark. 5 to shoot. She drains it in as the shot clock ticks down.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit. It's just to finish this one off.
Ogwumike misses. Bonner with it. Clark left side. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Well, what a great idea from Clark. The D, they don't want her to drive or hit threes, so the mid-range, it should normally be open for Caitlin.
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. And this crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Boy, I mean, for us too, it was shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the type of win they had tonight.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks. Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. Tonight we'll see the New York Liberty as they play against the Indiana Fever. Here in the Hoops heartland of Indiana, I'm Blake Suniga, and joining me are Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Thanks for tuning in.
We've got a great one for you tonight. These Indiana Fever faithful are already rocking and rolling.
Oh, you know, when we were just walking into this arena, we could sense the intensity in here. The fans, the players, everybody bringing a little extra to this one.
And so for New York, they dropped their first meeting, but they have 3 games left against the Fever. This is one we've all been looking forward to. 2 heavy hitters squaring off.
The talent level on display in this league is phenomenal, and that's certainly the case here tonight.
Great players, great coaching. This is a stress test where they see just what they're made of. Great prep for the playoffs where these two can meet again.
Now here is Ionescu. 5 on the clock. Shepard makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Slashing her way inside. I really like to see Shepard go in strong and get the whistle.
Bonner outside. Back to Clark. Outside Clarendon. Bonner drills it from outside.
When Bonner gets a clean look, she doesn't hesitate. She's good in catch-and-shoot situations.
Castellini Hamilton.
Lets the 3 fly. The 3. And Sabrina Ionescu with the 3.
One of the hardest workers in the WNBA, Sabrina Ionescu has worked really hard at perfecting that shot.
Outside Clarendon. Off target from 3-point range.
Clarendon covering.
The kick out to Ionescu. Now here's Clark. Not a lot of room. The shot is good off the backboard.
Well, what a great idea from Clark. The D, they don't want her to drive or hit threes, so the mid-range, it should normally be open for Caton.
Picked by Jones. Shot is good by Ionescu.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of him.
And winning that Game 5 of the finals at home in 2024, what a moment for Sabrina Ionescu.
The scoring wasn't there for Sabrina, but she helped the Liberty find a way, dropping 8 assists in the deciding Game 5, helping lead New York to their first ever WNBA title.
Now here is Ionescu. 5 points in the game. Jones outside. The 3-pointer, no good.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Got that one up quick.
From beyond the arc, DeWanna Bonner can be very consistent. She makes those long-range shots look easier than they appear.
Pass to Ionescu. Now here's Jones. Ionescu. And she can't answer back the 3-pointer offline. Down low. And Williams gets it to go.
That's where Williams does most of her damage offensively, right around the hoop.
Here's Shepard. Takes the three. New York, no good that time either. Luana Bonner on the wing. She has 6. Clark outside. Let's go with a 3. Shepard pulls it in. New York trailing here. Jones outside. And the layup's good off the glass.
A premier interior scorer, Jones's physical presence is enough to intimidate defenders.
Ball queen. She's guarded by Shepard. Outside, Williams. Pass to Bonner. Williams. To the inside. Stolen by Sabrina Ionescu. They're moving it up. Lainey Hamilton, that one's good.
For a vet like Lainey Hamilton, they understand you need to run. Get out on the break when you can.
Now here's Clarendon.
Williams sets the screen. From deep. The rebound by the Liberty. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. It's good from long range. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Liberty. They're up by 4. And we've got more exciting basketball action coming your way right after the break. And the Liberty making a change here. Second quarter of basketball, just over 1.5 minutes played so far. Jones, it's tipped, and it turns out it's going to be a foul. She was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise. So we'll see some free throws here. And the first one drops.
It's been an incredible career and journey for Jonquel Jones.
You think about it, but she's born in the Bahamas, drafted out of a mid-major school, just 6 points per game as a rookie. But Jones has worked herself into an MVP, WNBA champion, one of the great stories in league history.
And the foul on Natasha Cloud. That's her first foul. The Fever making a switch here. Here's Ball Queen. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Bonner.
And here's Clarendon.
Clock at 6. Back to Bonner. There's the 3. That's good, and it's Layshia Clarendon with the assist.
Well, you know what? She doesn't shoot the highest percentage from beyond the arc, but Bonner does have the ability to hit from deep.
Cloud outside. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Ball Queen with the rebound. Indiana trailing. Clark outside. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
And we're about a quarter into the regular season. And I know you both have some clear championship favorites, but you're usually wrong, so I probably shouldn't listen to them.
Well, I have a couple of teams in mind, that's for sure. But it's always dangerous to make predictions this early into the season.
It's not like you. Usually you're making predictions about everything. There's still a lot of time, Brian and Blake. Things can change. There could be a blockbuster trade or a major injury that shifts the balance of power. So sorry, I'm not naming teams yet.
Watch this.
Clark outside. Pass to Ball Queen. Bonner. Here's Williams. Caitlin Clark with the 3. Another shot, and it's Williams laying it in.
One of her real strengths, Williams can collect her teammates' misses, turn them into points.
Cloud outside. Back to Ionescu. Launches it. Ball Queen with the rebound.
Well, after hitting those 2-3 balls in the first quarter, it looks like she's cooled down a bit here in the second. I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
On offense, here the Liberty. Pass to Engstler. Back to Cloud. Here's Ionescu. Clarendon covering. Fires the three. And here's Engstler. The three-pointer off the mark. Left side, Clarendon. Now here's Clark. Luana Bonner for three. And another three for Indiana.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Cloud. Ionescu. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
She's picking up where she left off in the first quarter, from downtown at least.
Pass to Ball Queen. Out to the wing. And here's Clarendon. Bonner right side. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Ionescu. Tries from 10. Elizabeth Williams with the block. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. Man, it has been an incredible game here from Caitlin Clark.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
It was a long time coming, but the Liberty finally won it all in 2024.
You think about it, it's their first championship after losing in the finals 5 times, including the year before, 2023. And it wasn't easy. It took the full 5 games, overtime in that game 5, but Liberty fans got to see their team win on their court. Such a sweet feeling.
Now here's Clark. A nice shot by Bonner.
A high-volume scorer. Once Bonner gets on a roll, she's capable of scoring in bunches.
Here's Ionescu. There's the triple. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but she'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Got contact on that three-point attempt and will make her way to the line.
And as a defender, you have to be careful out there by the three-point line. You have to avoid fouls like that.
They're just bad fouls, Brian. They're awful.
In the 2024 finals, Sabrina Ionescu hit one of the biggest shots in league history.
With the series 1-1, Sabrina nailed a deep 3 with just a second left, silencing the crowd of over 19,000 in Minnesota. That was a key win and a huge reason why the Liberty won it all for the first time.
Now here's Clarendon. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Drains it from beyond the arc.
12 straight points off the three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And now that they're rolling from out there, you've got to get it in their jersey and try to deny those looks.
Especially how well people shoot threes these days.
Jones with it. She's guarded by Williams. Jones inside. Williams there. Jones can't hit.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. She drains the quick shot.
A face-up forward/center with an ever-expanding skill set. Jones is a bright young star.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside Clarendon. Back to Clark. Williams. Clark right side. Goes up on the baseline. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
Didn't see that miss coming. She's usually so good from that range.
Pass to Shepard. Lainey Hamilton. Shepard the screen. For the lead. Lainey Hamilton can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Ball Queen. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Ionescu outside. Three-pointer. Misses the target, and that drops her to 40% shooting, 4 for 10. Caitlin Clark with the three. Drops in the tray.
Boy, Ryan, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
New York calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Hines Allen. And again, it's the Liberty missing. The Fever with the lead. Pass to Fancam Mengiadu. Bonner outside. Offline with the three.
You know, she shouldn't miss those, but, you know, it happens to the best of them.
To the paint. Hines Allen, good.
That's a nice touch from Hines Allen inside. It's not all about the power game with her.
Outside Clarendon. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Ionescu. And fouled hard that time. And she'll get 2 shots at the line. And like a few other current players, Maisha Hines Allen broke out at the 2020 Wubble.
Yeah, there were lots of players.
Fourth quarter of basketball, we're about 1 minute into it. Clark outside. 6 to shoot. Indiana again missing.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
The shot by Ionescu, no good. Now here's Clark. She's covered by Cloud. Pass to Phoebish. Clark outside. Bullseye!
At the offensive end, she's done as much as they could have hoped for today.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Cloud outside. That three off the mark. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Caitlin Clark outside. Connects from three-point range.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They're fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
And the Liberty making a change here. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Ionescu. Caitlin Clark with the defensive effort. Bonner outside. Clarendon. That's good, and it's DeWanna Bonner with the assist.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
And a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they should use some clock.
Outside Williams. Pass to Clark. Bonner. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Lainey Hamilton. That misses off the backboard. And it's New York's ball. They trail by 14. Now here's Shepard. Gets to the corner and hits it.
A quick thinker. Shepard didn't need much time to get the shot off.
Clark outside. Outside Williams. Back to Clark. From downtown. And another three for Indiana.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, we'd like to officially welcome everyone to garbage time.
Welcome, guys.
Pass to Ionescu. Puts up a three. The shot comes out. So it's Indiana now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now ball clean. And yep, it's good.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton. Pass to Jones. Ball clean with the rebound. So it's Indiana now. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Can't argue with it. Just get the W. Get home.
And here's Williams. Here's Clark. And again, it's Indiana converting. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they never found.
The energy here was just tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm, the flow of the game. What a treat.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone. Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the Connecticut Sun. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us.
There's so many incredible front court players in the history of the WNBA, and we have a great matchup tonight between two of the best currently going at it.
Hey, look at the skill set of that matchup tonight. It's as elite as you can get in the entire W.
Well, they both do so much for their teams every time they take the court. This is truly a marquee matchup that everyone has tuned in to see.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Connecticut. Wheeler with it. Pass to Morrow. Rivers. And a miss there on the triple. And it's the Fever ball.
When we talk about consistently good franchises, the Sun are always in the conversation.
It's been 8 straight years of getting to at least the second round. 7 of those 8 years, a winning record. Despite a couple finals appearances, they're still looking for that first WNBA title.
Now here's Wheeler. Clock at 6. Hamby a screen. Wheeler can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Had a defender near her.
Luana Bonner for 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
The defense has to at least honor Bonner's outside shot. She's happy to remind them of this fact, too.
Outside Wheeler. Rivers. And again, Connecticut no good. Here's the Fever with the ball. Pass to Ball Queen. Back to Boston. Here's Clark. This one for 3. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
Well, that's a short 3 from Caitlin Clark if you consider where she's usually making them from.
Outside Wheeler. Pass to Nelson Adota. 1 up, 1 down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Clark outside. And she drops it in from the low post.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going.
And here's Wheeler. Out to the wing. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Guarding her in the perimeter, it might not be a priority for them right now, but it will be if she keeps hitting those.
Bonner outside. Pass to Ball Queen. And here's Boston. Clark outside. And another 3 for Indiana.
How about Clark responding to a triple with one of her own?
Well, it's hard to stay healthy, and Aaliyah Boston's done a great job of being available.
Well, she didn't miss a game during her first 2 years in the league, which is pretty incredible, playing more than 30 minutes per contest. But Boston doesn't just show up. She plays hard.
On defense, the Fever. Pass to Morrow. Here's Hamby. She's guarded by Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Hamby misses. The Fever with the lead. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Great open look there.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Now here's Wheeler. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Hamby. To the middle. Nelson Adota with the bucket.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
Here's Febish. Pass to Clark. Fires the 3. And the Fever hit again from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Here's Morrow. Now here's Hamby. To the inside. Over Boston. Hamby misses.
Unusual miss. Typically her skill on the inside trumps average defense.
Count it.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Here's Wheeler. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Fever on top. They lead by 12. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Outside Mabry. Pass to Burrell. Now Vandersloot. Launches it. Elizabeth Williams pulls it in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Now Phoebish. Mabry covering. And here's Ball Queen. Shot clock at 5. Williams sets the screen. Off the mark there with the 3. And here the Sun. It's a 16-point game. Marina Mabry for 3. That's a no-go. And she's still looking for her first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Phoebish. Now Ball Queen. Over to the left wing. Here's Boston for 3. And that's collected by Marina Mabry.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Edwards off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Well, when you get Edwards looks from there, it's winning basketball.
Guys, there's really no debate. When it comes to assists, Courtney Vandersloot is the GOAT.
No argument here. 7 assist titles in her career. Easily the best assist average in league history. Vandersloot is a wizard with the rock.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Vandersloot outside. Off target with the 3. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Boston outside. Pass to Phoebish.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
Was not phased at all by the bigger defender on her. And in the low block, I thought she might be a little phased.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that would be her comfort zone. But hey, she looked pretty comfortable right there, didn't she?
Now here's Vandersloot. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Pass to Phoebish.
Gets a 3-pointer to fall.
They aren't taking their foot off the pedal. They just keep on adding to their score.
Yeah, I mean, it's never a good idea to back off, and it doesn't look like that thought has even crossed their mind.
Credit the head coach for pushing this team.
Here's Burrell. Inside. To the left side wing. Vandersloot outside. Gets that one to drop. First of the game after 4 straight misses.
Tough 2 from Vandersloot. The 1 mixing it up down low.
Pass to Ball Queen.
Boston.
From deep.
Edwards grabs the miss.
Down low. Marina Mabry on the wing. Vandersloot, the 3 ball. It doesn't go for her. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Fever on top, up 19. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. And how about this? We're seeing a tremendous game from Caitlin Clark.
What I noticed more than anything about her first half offense was she didn't waste her opportunity. She made just about every good look she had.
And they were pretty much all good looks. I mean, her shot selection has been phenomenal throughout the game.
And it's the Fever ball. Outside Clarendon. Back to Clark. Fires for 3. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 makes. Here's Wheeler. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Pass to Morrow. And here's Hamby. She's guarded by Boston. Hamby misses.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
And the 2023 Rookie of the Year, Aaliyah Boston, is a treat to watch.
Oh, yeah, she's a lot of fun. Personally, I love her passing, ability to run offense through the post. Boston is such an unselfish player, team first, traits that we don't normally associate with first overall picks like her.
And the basket by Ball Queen.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense, because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
To halt the run. The Fever pull it in.
3 straight misses here to start the second half. Is that good?
Kicks it out to Clark. Bonner outside. And the Fever hit again from deep.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light. A donut, a 0 so far to start the second half. 4 straight misses.
Ball Queen with the ball. Hamby on her. Off on the layup.
And their first miss of the second half. They come out strong.
To the paint. Here's Nelson Adota. And she drops in the layup off glass.
As her career has progressed and she's advanced her game, Hamby's become more of a facilitator, had the ball in her hands more.
Bonner outside. Clark. That's good, and it's Dewana Bonner with the assist.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Hamby outside. Nelson Adota. Pass to Hamby. Outside Wheeler. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Boston.
Clark outside. Bonner. Off target from 3-point range. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hamby outside. Nelson Adota. Pass to Hamby. Rivers. The 3-pointer, no good.
Boy, the complexion of this game would be a whole lot different if she had shot the ball anything like she's capable of.
The first free throw is good.
A truly legendary college player. Clark's playmaking ability and unlimited shooting range is what makes her so special.
She hits both from the stripe. Here's Vandersloot. Pass to Mabry. Back to Vandersloot. Shot clock at 6. And again, Connecticut no good. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Ball Queen. Lays it up and banks it in.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
The Sun on offense. Here's Mabry. And again, no good by Connecticut. Pass to Clark. 4 seconds left. The shot, no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Fever ahead, just dominating this one. And coming up as soon as we return from the break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Welcome back, fourth quarter. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Febish. Now here's Ball Queen. Last year, the WNBA felt the Caitlin Clark effect. I think we all did. But how would you two describe it?
Incredible. I mean, games involving Clark selling out NBA arenas easily. Games being moved to accommodate more fans. And there was just constant talk all around about the W.
Yeah, so exciting to be a part of this league. Clark brought in many new fans and re-energized the current fans. Just like she did in college, Caitlin is making a huge impact on basketball.
Now here's Ball Queen. Pass to Fenkem Mengiadu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. And she's good on the 3 ball.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Outside Mabry. The 3 connects from three-point range.
In the first half, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second. Trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Here's Mengiadu. Takes the 3. Hamby grabs the miss. And Connecticut has possession. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Well, we know Mabry has a tremendous J, but give Marina credit. She's done a lot to improve the other aspects of her game.
Here's Febish. Now Mengiadu. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Sun. Pass to Vandersloot. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
As a shorter player, you need a floater. Vandersloot has it, and it neutralizes bigger shot blockers in the paint.
Now here's Ball Queen. Now Mengiadu. 13 feet out. No good that time.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. Just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
She had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Now here's Ball Queen. To the right side. Shot to stop the drought. The shot, no good.
Well, most games she can hit from deep, but this game, it's not there for her.
Outside Mabry. Hambia screen. To the left wing. Here's Burrell. Gets it to go from downtown. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.